Hey folks, in today's video is actually a follow-up from yesterday. I totally forgot something and it warrants a new video. So here we go. Overseer, yesterday's video was talking about the things to buy from Overseer. The one thing that I did forget was the Old Man Brews. So here we go. Let's see. Old Man Brews cost 1900 each. The merchant that you use the brews is going to be right where you sign, right over here. And a bunch of different items are here. There are four items that I feel are relevant in today's game. And this is regardless if you're a group player or raider, casual, whatever you want to call yourself. These four items I think are very useful and worth your time doing. So let's talk about unlocking these items first. I'll put links in the description. So always check descriptions in my videos because that's where I'm going to be typing the most detail out, explaining things. So Old Man Alakazam pretty much explains it all. These items are unlocked through either doing the group missions or the raids. The group missions are monster missions, the raids are monster missions. So if you're not familiar with what a monster mission is, once you request it, it asks you what class you want to play. This is basically like, if you could call it old school, vanilla-ish, early EverQuest. So pet classes, enchanters, things like that are going to be the strongest there to get these things done. So you do the group missions, unlocks the raids, you do the raids. Now, for the raids, this is important. You do need, there's a prerequisite to zone in for everybody. Everybody that needs the unlocking things. Oh, sorry. What's going on here? Sorry, here we go. Has to do these raids. Now, what I would suggest out of all these raids here, the ones that I like the most are going to be the Solteris ones or the Crystallis ones. Reason why is they're reasonable, like to get to, um, and they're all in one zone. Like the earlier ones here, they're all different zones. Discord Tower, that's reasonable also. Um, but I like Crystals the most because there's like some of those clickies for the passive item AAs that you could get. But anyway, you got to complete a bunch of them. I think it's seven or eight of these raids in any combination. Then you'll be able to zone in to the monster mission raids, which is Naggy and Vox. Okay, so let's talk about the items. First thing, Staff of Forbidden Rites. Must have for druids and shamans. This is going to be a combat res, so whether you're in raid or a group, getting your group members up as quick as possible is going to be very important. It is a 90, but who cares about experience? You know, again, if you're watching this video, it means you're doing Overseer and real experience is not an issue. Clerics and paladins have their own battle resing buttons, so they won't need this. But druid and shamans, yes. Make sure you get 63 brews. The next thing, Ghoul Shield. This is a must have for warriors, rangers, shadow knights, monks, bards, rogues, beasts, berserkers, not paladins. So what this clicky is a Mark of Kings, basically a cleric paladin mark. This is going to remove most damage shields. Like I would say 90% of the damage shields in the game. Also, if you're doing like old raid clickies, like the King's Orb raid, this is going to remove its reflect on it as well. It's a clicky. It's fast cast time. It's relatively cheap. No reason not to have this clicky in your inventory because you never know when there's a damage shield up and you want to get rid of it. So there's that. The next item is not really a power item, but more vanity. It's a Froglock illusion. Basically, anyone could use it, kind of cheap. Lots of people like it. So if you didn't know, you could get a Froglock illusion there. This last item, I didn't think it was relevant until this expansion. So what this is for Cleric Bard, Druid, Shaman is a corruption cure. Why is that important in today's game? The door mission to kill the ad is a corruption cure. So you could use this. The raids released today, Saturday. Um, so Paladins should be killing those ads in the raids, but this is also nice. It just basically will save you a spell slot to get rid of the ads. Having it available is not a horrible thing. You never know. So those are the four items. So let's look at the costs. The staff is 63 brews, so you'll need basically 120,000 overseer coins. Ghoul shield, 14 brews is going to be 26.6. The illusion is going to be like 40,000, and then the corruption cure is about 120. Now, the monster mission raids, they can be done with a single group of six, um, using all like the pet classes and things like that. There is going to be pre-clearing needed, just like the raids. Like imagine doing the old school raids. Some people find it fun. So if you enjoy those things, help your fellow friends, guildmates out. Again, the most important thing is anyone that wants any of the 63 brew ones must do those old school raids to zone in to Naggy and Nox raid to get the credit to unlock the merchant. That's the most important thing. Zoning in for the Naggy and Nox raid requires those old school raids so that the brews like the merchant shows you the items. All right, so that's the follow up from yesterday. You know, it's super useful, relatively cheap cost for items that are extremely relevant in today's game. Thanks all. Talk to you later.